A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. He is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him. And he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the South Carolina Gamecocks headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. On the return, it's Smith. Tackled at the 24 and almost... Even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. On the ground, it's Owens. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Simmons. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Brown.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Bush is ahead. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The give on fourth. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Left side is Brown. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Right side, it's Touré. Touchdown, Rutgers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Handoff from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Keep it on the ground. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Takes the handoff, it's Clark. Knocked down immediately. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Dumps it to the back. Out wide left, it's Clark. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Here's Sellers to throw. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Austin Simmons, the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Down he goes.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored it.
Breaks away in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running the red zone, it's Owens. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Smith takes the handoff. There's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Scarlet Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Push forward on the sneak. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll take the penalty and move them back. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Sellers fires left. It's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on bounds.
Second down, going to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, the defense is fat. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Sellers from the gun on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. I won't surprise.
There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He got a step and just dusted the field. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's Sellers to throw. Right down the middle. Holds on, it's Johnson. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Clark. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Got it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go play action with Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Carter. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for room. It's Owens. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
2nd and long here. Hands it off. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Right side, it's Owens. On the move at the 30. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Long way to go on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Simmons on the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Demon Deacons looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Slides away. Blasted as he lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Looking for room straight ahead. Got a 1st down. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. We'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Look out. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Rush is on. They get to him as he throws. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and touchdown Rutgers. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Sellers. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Hits inside. It's Clark. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's Sellers to throw. That one's not even close.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick give. It's Mitchell. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out wide right, it's Mitchell. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Simmons. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Way off target there.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's loose on the right. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Again, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Turning it on. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sends it back in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Simmons on play action. Under pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And he avoids the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Fourth down, Simmons. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down. they keep the drive alive.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's design, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. On play action. They're all over him. And down he goes.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Sellers to the air again. Fires to the big fella.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Sellers throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Looking for the marker. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it.
He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Again, it's Sellers. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. Hand off from the shotgun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Look out! Gets rid of it.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football.
Unloads it downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Jackson will throw. The short hands, it's Carter. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. The fake and wants to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Fields the punt. Looking to throw, it's Overton. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Interested to...
All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And the punishment has been extended. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach. But I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the house! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And a nice touchdown. Continued.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. They're gonna get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the